And suddenly, the cook is on fire.
I've been working way too hard for this shit.
And suddenly, and suddenly, and suddenly, and suddenly, the cook is on fire.
I've been working way too hard for this shit.
The cook is on fire. The cook is on fire. And suddenly, the cook is on fire.
I've been working way too hard for this shit. I've been working way too hard for this shit.
The cook is on fire. 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 The cook is on fire.
I've been working way too hard for this shit.
Hey everybody, and welcome to my random pop-up. And yeah, it's random and sorry it's not scheduled, but this is my life right now. So a couple of things that are going on. I will have a schedule, and sorry, my internet's kind of lagging, and I noticed that it was lagging during my video as well. Sorry, but I will be doing more of a schedule in the fall, and I will have that posted, and then I will be more committed. Right now, I've been so busy, I haven't had time. My son is going to school 4 days a week now. He will be. So I will have like something solid that I can keep going. So anyway, that is what's going on. Random live streams are nice sometimes. Yeah, they are. And actually, some of my best live streams were random. So I have been super busy. I haven't even done, hey Hendo, thanks for coming in. I haven't even done like a garden tour video or anything like that. I've just been really super busy and haven't really had a whole lot of time. I did do a video the other day because I have freaking chicks, like you wouldn't believe. So if you guys watch that video, yeah, that was completely and utterly crazy. My husband went out and feed the birds and noticed that our leghorn had like 12 baby chicks behind her. And then, yeah, so then we found 6 more. So, hey, Chaz. Thanks for coming in. If anybody wants to come up on the panel, you can. I know this is completely random. And I don't know what's up with my count. Like, I'm getting people in here and they don't stay. They, like, watch real quick and then they leave. So, I don't know what's up with that. There we go. There's the link. So, if anybody wants to come up, they can and just chat. It's good to see everybody. Thank you for coming in. There are some things that I wanted to just talk about. Hey. Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate it. I let everybody know I was going live, but, you know. Hey, Jujubee. Oh, Gil's here. Cool. Thanks for coming up, Gil. If you guys don't know Gil, Chaz, if you don't know Gil, he's Camp Hatton Family Compound and Gray Man Puppy. Chaz has really good content, and she does these walks. She's from Ireland. She does these walks, and she like finds really cool stuff. This one time, which I thought was so cool, she was like finding Victorian pottery and like really cool random stuff, and like it's just really neat. So you guys can subscribe to her because she's really cool. She's on super early in the morning, and sometimes it's really hard for me to watch because it's super early in the morning for me. But it's really, really awesome content.
Yeah. I just walked in from running the weed eater and stuff, and the hedge trimmers around the property trying to get all the weeds down next to the fence.
Yeah.
We were out there probably for about 2 hours.
Oh, wow. I'm just popping in to find out how much baby Valentino made. He made 18. I think it was Valentino. I do have another rooster, Ted, the rooster. And I don't know because I won't be able to find out until they're much older because they're leghorns, so they're all white. And I noticed some of them have one black dot on them. So I'm thinking they're mixed with Ted and not Valentino. But I won't be able to find out until they're much older until they start getting some color. Then I'll know for sure. She's been putting Victorian pottery fragments back together. I've also got 9 lab pups and having a bottle of feed. Mom has mastitis. Oh, that sucks. But they're so much fun. Aw, well that's good. I'm glad. That's cool. I love the Victorian pottery. Like, that's really cool that you find that kind of stuff. It's funny that you mentioned that. I'm on property that has been in my family for generations. And it was actually my great-grandfather's property. And there is what is the highest point in my county on my road. I live like kind of in a valley. And up at the highest point, there is what is called the gorge. And I don't know why, but back in like the 40s and stuff, they would dump their trash up there. So there is like bottles and all different kinds of weird stuff up there from like really old times. I've always wanted to go up there, but right now there's kind of a house and I don't want to just be like, hey, do you care if I just walk your property? Like, so.
Did you see what Hendo put in there?
Channel has to be renamed Y Family Chicken.
Farm.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. We have so many chickens, you guys. We are on the verge of having 50 chickens again. We didn't have 50 birds at one point. A lot of my roosters didn't make it. Stuff like that. And we were getting close to about 20 birds, and that was good for us. Now we're back up to almost 50 birds because of everybody laying eggs. And I had
hiding those eggs, those 16 they hid. Yeah.
Unreal. My husband couldn't believe it. And so we had to catch them all, which was unreal. We had a net. We had to catch them in a net. So we caught them all. And then we put them back under the baby mama. So she's like keeping them warm. So I also am selling those baby birds. So we won't have as many because that's a lot right before winter. It'd be different if it was like right before summer and they can like free range. But in the wintertime, you can't really free range. So it's a lot of birds to feed in the wintertime. My rooster has changed his mind. He's not in love with his bucket anymore. He decided he likes hens and he's now flock boss. Oh, that's good. I'm glad about that. That's the main purpose of a rooster is to protect the flock. And I have a rooster that's pretty laid back and the other rooster is not. So it kind of balance themselves out. But yeah, Ted is a barred rock rooster. And he can get pretty nasty. Not to me, but to other animals. He's nasty to me. He won't be around for very long. Roosters are always on the blue pill, Hendo. Have you ever been around chickens? It's like constant. He's getting down to the business now. I think springtime I'll hatch some eggs off. I made him his own channel. He's more dog than chicken. Oh, that's cute. That's a really cute idea. I have so many ideas going through my head and I never execute them. Like, I could totally do a story about the chicken. Like, I don't know if you know Morgan from Goldshaw Farm, if anybody watches Goldshaw Farm, but I have him on Facebook and I've actually talked to the guy and he comes up with these amazing stories. And that's why people watch, because he like takes, for instance, he takes his dog and he follows his dog around on camera and he takes good content and makes a story up about his dog. It's not really a story, but like how he got it and what the history behind his dog. And it's really good content. I thought about doing something like that, but I just can't execute it. Just not, and that's why his channel has millions of followers. So as he's getting down to business now, I think springtime I'll hatch some eggs off. I made his own channel. He's more, okay, I already read that. Sorry, I'm losing my mind. But yeah, so chicken birth control malfunction. Yeah. When you have roosters, though, you run into that problem. What happens is though, I didn't think that leghorns go broody. There are some birds that go broody constantly, and that's okay. And actually, what is it? Silkies. They're made to go broody. You get a silkie in your flock, and that's all they'll do is sit on eggs, and they're good moms. Well, I don't have any silkies, and so some of these birds, I didn't think that they would go broody. That's not in their nature. And I had a Polish hen. It's not in the Polish hen's nature to go broody. It's very rare, actually. And I had a Polish hen a couple years ago go broody, and she hatched 3 duck eggs. So I don't know what's going on out there, but they're all going crazy. And they're going broody quite a bit, which is okay if I can sell the chicks. If I can't, then I'm going to have so many chickens, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, Hondo. So your little blue pill, they get the ingredients from the roosters.
Most broody hens I've ever had are my 2 buff Orpingtons. They lay a week and then brood for months. Do they want chicks? No, they just throw them out or attack them. They just want to sit. Yeah. Yes. Some chickens are really good mothers, and they'll hatch them all the way to the end. And then some are not so much. They sit on them for a little bit, just enough to get them incubated, just enough to get them going. And then they get off of them. And then you have a bunch of chicks that haven't hatched. It's just gross. And then they collect all these eggs. Some of them are new eggs. Some of them are old eggs. And then before you know it, you're throwing out so many eggs because they're not being good mothers. It's crazy. Not fun. Not fun whatsoever. But that's what happens. I know one time I had a barred rock. I have a dilapidated Amish buggy in my backyard, and I had a barred rock sitting underneath the seat in my Amish buggy, and I didn't notice. And she had like 30 eggs underneath her. And not all of them were from her. They were green, they were blue, they were brown, they were white, and they all had different colors. And she was just sitting on them, but she didn't hatch them. They were not, she wasn't a good mom. Yeah. Yeah. It's been crazy, guys, and crazy around here. And I've been selling a lot of my produce. People are buying a lot of my eggs, which is really good. I'm doing a farmer's market this weekend, and we're selling a lot of our stuff. So I'm trying to get, I'm painting a lot lately and doing a lot of paintings and stuff like that. I'm going to sell that. It's been a while since I've done that. I used to do that at the flea market. I used to sell signs and do my own paintings and sell my paintings and stuff. And it's been a while since I did that, so I'm going to be doing that along with selling some of my produce and stuff like that. And I'm swimming in tomatoes right now. My entire dining room table is covered in tomatoes right now. It's been absolutely nuts. Hello, Ginger Ninja. Blessings. Listen while I put up groceries. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for coming in. Okay, I think they've laid for like 3 weeks this season and been broody. The rest I knew were meant to be good moms, but wow, insanely broody. Yeah, I think they're just being lazy. Just being lazy. Goofy birds. Thanks for coming in, guys. I really appreciate it. But yeah, so what I really wanted to do and why I was going live, I was going to talk about Johnny Seeds a little bit and talk about their sales and stuff like that. I am not affiliated with Johnny Seeds or anything like that, but that's where I've gotten a lot of my seeds over this past couple years. And though I do buy a lot of Baker Creek seeds as well, I am not really by all means like one or over the other. Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey, Eli, say hi to everybody.
Hi, Eli.
Wave hi. Wave hi at the camera. Hi,
What's up? Oh. But yeah, so all right, my little leghorn that hatched out the other batch of chicks tried to start brooding again until a possum got under the porch and scared her. Yeah, if they get scared, they'll just like abandon ship. They have to feel really comfortable. And my leghorn, my husband, like, he'd go out every day and he would count the birds. And he's like, oh man, we're missing a leghorn. And he thought she died, or a hawk got her or something. Couldn't find her. And like, here 20 some days later, she comes out and she has 12 chicks behind her. Ugh, it's been nuts. So that's what's going on with that. Hey, Thor. Thanks for coming in, dude. I'm sharing the links out there. If you want to come up, you can. Tell us about your summer. Tell us about your harvests. You can, I'm curious how everybody's been doing this year. I know it came out when we first started, it came to a rocky start because we had all those fires from Canada that were coming into Ohio and blocking out the sun. And it lasted for about a couple weeks. And I was actually kind of concerned for a while because I was like, oh man, it's blocking out the sun. My plants aren't growing. And then now, boom, all of a sudden I'm overloaded with produce. But just our luck, 2 of the 3 little chicks are roosters. Yes, isn't that how it always works? And I'm really concerned. I already have 12 other chicks that had hatched earlier this year, and they are in the coop. They're locked up in the coop. My husband wants them to make sure that they know where the coop is, so he locked them up in there. And I'm a little concerned that some of them are roosters, and I don't like that. I don't want to have, I know I had up to maybe, I think I had 5 or 6 roosters a couple years ago. And it just gets to be too much on the birds, but I will keep as many females as I possibly can. But yeah, the roosters have got to go. I can only have 2. So, and Valentino is number 1 in my book. The other one is just, I got him by accident. So, because, Tractor Supply, they don't always give you all female chickens. So I got him by accident, but Valentino's number 1. I paid like $80 for him. So he is my number 1. All right.
$80, I would think so.
He's my number 1. He's my Lavender Orpington. He's an expensive. I paid for his genetics. So, but yeah, with that being said, let me share my screen. Okay. Yeah, so this is where I get most of my seeds, have been for the past year or so. Let me Shoot, I don't like this. Can you still see it? Yeah, you can still see it.
Yeah, still seeing it.
All right. Yeah, so this is Johnny Seeds. I get a lot of my seeds from there. They're having a sale right now. This is the sale. And a lot of their seeds are hybrids. And I like hybrids. Hybrids are really good, especially for me over the past couple years, because I was running into so many problems with tomato viruses and stuff like that, that I had decided to start doing hybrids. And we do have some heirlooms. My husband really likes Cherokee Purple. He really likes Kellogg's Breakfast. There are some heirlooms out there that my husband really likes. And so we'll plant them on the opposite side. But most of the tomatoes that I'm growing this year are hybrids. We'll cut down on our chickens this fall going into winter. It sucks feeding them for 8 months. Oh, yeah, for sure. And yeah, that's why I was kind of concerned. I don't know if you were in here earlier, Thor, but my chick, my leghorn, has hatched like 18 baby birds. And so we have 18 chicks that we need to get rid of. And yeah, they were all underneath her. It was insane. I don't know. They were up in the barn loft, and that's another thing. Like, I don't know how they got down unless they went down the steps, which I really doubt they did that. I think they just took a flying leap, because 12 of them were on the ground and then the rest of them were up in the barn. So I don't really understand how that works, but
the ones that were still upstairs have brains.
yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
I'm not jumping off of here.
Well, Cherokee Purple, Ginger Ninja I'm not a tomato person. Okay. Not whatsoever, but I will try them, because why? I am on the search for a tomato that I actually like. I want to try them, because I don't like tomatoes. And if I can find one that I like, then I'll be happy with that. And I will grow that all the time. I'm like, oh, I like that one. I'll eat that. That's good. So I will taste them just to see, but I have not found a tomato that I like. There is one specifically that I like that my husband grew. It's called Blue Suede Shoes. And it is like a smaller, it's not a cherry tomato, but it's like a little bit bigger than a cherry tomato. And it's actually pretty good. It's not bad. It's not something that I would request to put on a sandwich or something. But yeah, it's pretty good. Hey, Cosmic Cultivators. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Somebody made a comment in one of my videos. Was it the live stream? They talked about a tomato they were growing. I thought I wrote down on one of the scraps of paper around here. It was a weird one, like cinnamon and spice, but that's not it. But it was something. And she said it was really sweet and not so acidically tangy, but just really nice sweet tomato. So I got to find that again. Yeah, I'm on, like I said, guys, I'm on the search of a tomato that I actually like. So yeah, Johnny Seeds is a little expensive, guys. But if you are planting for crops or planting for food, and not just planting for hobby, like, oh, Baker Creek, they have a lot of, I love Baker Creek, don't get me wrong, but they have a lot of seeds that are like hobby seeds. Like, I want to grow a purple squash. Well, if I'm looking for a purple squash, Baker Creek is going to have it, because they have the really rare, different colored seeds and different types of seeds. So if you're looking for that and you want to grow like a couple of pink squash or something, they would have it. Does anyone know if you can transplant ground cherries successfully? I don't know why not, because they come in the little pots from the nursery and from like Home Depot and Lowe's and stuff. So you get like little 6-pack or 8-pack. So they should be able to transplant. You just got to make sure you get enough dirt around them.
Yeah, just make sure that you don't disturb the roots, and I think you'll be fine. Now, if it was like a cucumber or something, no, not so much. Cucumbers have a really fragile root system, and they don't like their roots to be messed with. And I wouldn't try to transplant them unless
ground cherries are, what's the perennial? Every year they just come back and just keep going.
Yeah,
or at least in some areas.
They
Other
do.
areas they got a seed.
I got ground cherries out there right now that I planted from like 3 years ago, and they keep coming back.
Yeah, in the fall, Jujubee, you want to do it in the heat of the sun.
Yeah. Usually spring or fall is the best time to transplant or plant anything like that. We just had to rip most of the cucumber. Oh yeah, mine are done too, guys, and I'm so sad by that because literally I was eating like 2 to 3 cucumbers a day. I was like so happy, and they're gone. So I'm kind of sad about that. I still have pickles, and I've been eating pickles, but yeah, it's not the same. It's really not, and so I was very upset by that. Okay, so Johnny Seeds here, they have a ton of stuff on sale right now, and they sell flowers as well. This is cellulosa. This is what I planted in the garden this year. I didn't plant this kind. My kind was from Baker Creek because I wanted a specific kind. And I planted the hot pink cellulosa, and the birds, the butterflies and stuff like that really, really, really like that. They have all different kinds of stuff in here. Some of them are hybrid. Some of them are heirloom. So you just have to look and see what exactly that you want to buy. And some of these are really good deals. So I highly suggest getting them. I did buy carrots from them. I did buy tomatoes from them. And my carrots this year are rocking out. They're doing so good. And I was very, 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 very surprised. So definitely want to take a look at Johnny Seeds. You do have to pay shipping. I think that's why places like Baker Creek and stuff like that are so popular, because you don't have to pay for shipping. You just buy the seeds and you don't have to pay. I'm kind of glad it's over. I think we got about 100 pounds of cucumbers this year, made sweet and dill relish delicious. Yes, that sounds so good. Yeah, we made a lot of pickles, and I got a ton of cucumbers this year as well. I don't really know the poundage, but it was like nuts. Thanks, guys. I mean, they will die outside anyway. Yes, if you want to, what happened was we planted or started a bunch of ground cherries this year, and we planted them in our food forest with hope that they would drop their seed and then come back in the food forest every year. So that is something that we wanted to do this year. So anyway, Johnny Seeds has a lot of stuff going on. They have red rocket, cayenne pepper. If you guys are having issues in your garden, just in general, I would suggest getting some hybrid seeds, especially if you're having issues with disease or anything like that. Do some research, get some hybrid seeds in there, and then you can almost guarantee that you can get yourself a nice little crop. Yeah, they have all different kinds of cool stuff in here. So definitely check out their sale that they have going on, because you want to take advantage of that, because their shipping is kind of high. But they don't just sell like to you and I. They sell for major farmers. And you can buy in bulk. And that's kind of another reason why I like it as well, because you can buy in bulk. I can get like 1,000 seeds, which you can't get at Baker Creek. Squash bugs are brutal this year. All the rain is not helping. Yeah, dude, the squash bugs are nuts. The only thing I can suggest for that is you can spray with Surround, especially if you're doing organic. Spray with Surround, do the biochar, do the garlic sprays, do as much as that as you possibly can. You're not going to get rid of them completely, but you can collect as much from your harvest before they can completely destroy your crops. Yeah, it's been crazy. But yeah, so this is what's going on. So I'm looking, because next year I'm going to be going all out as a market garden. So I'm going to be selling a lot of my produce next year. This year was a test. I tested out a specific type of tomato because I want to sell it. And that's basically what I did this year. Do you have an issue with vine borers? This year they took out, yes, I saw my first vine borer this year. My first one ever. And I was very upset because it was on my Boston Marrow. But I still got like 4 or 5 Boston Marrows at like between 25 and 30 pounds. So I'm not complaining too much. I got a lot out of it. It probably could have lasted longer if I didn't have the stupid vine borers. Yeah, when I pulled out all my zucchini, they were ate up and moved on into on my watermelons. They were,
Ooh.
yeah, that's another thing too. Don't pull anything out unless you don't have room. Don't pull those zucchinis because they're unhealthy. Don't pull that squash yet because it's unhealthy and the bugs will go there. If you pull them out, then the bugs have nowhere to go and they'll start attacking other plants. Leave those plants in there until the last possible minute. Okay, so I wanted to look at tomatoes here. Fruit. Where is it? Fruit. Vegetables. Tomatoes. Okay, so these are the tomatoes, yes, tomatoes, that they have. And they have a lot of different varieties, stuff like that. And I really have liked the tomatoes that I have gotten every year for the past couple years. I'm doing the paste tomatoes again. And they're really expensive, but they're worth it. I don't get the San Marzano or anything like that. Where is it? I get the Grandero. That is right here. They are an F1 hybrid. They are hybrid. So like when they come in, you don't have to worry about blight and stuff like that. They're resistant to it. Now, I'm not going to say it's 100% resistant to it, but it helps. That's a great suggestion for, yes. Yeah, leave your diseased plants in. Don't pull them until you're ready for, unless you don't have any more room and you needed to plant something else. Leave those in because they'll attack those. They only attack unhealthy plants. So they'll attack those and then you don't have to worry about them getting other things. And so far I have left my zucchini and my cucumbers, even though they look horrible, I've left them in. And then nothing's attacking my watermelon. Thank God. Thank God. Because I do have watermelon. I was very surprised to even get it. I've never grown it before. And I have two, they're about this big. They're pretty big. I don't know what size that is. Like maybe, I don't know, not volleyball size. A little less than a volleyball. So I'm excited to get them. And it's a different type of watermelon. I think it's like Moon and Stars or something like that. But anyway, I'm just excited to actually have it. Watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew, all of those are my favorite fruits. And I love them so much, but they're really expensive to get in the store. So if you can grow them yourself, have at it. But anyway, I get these Granderos right here. And they're probably one of the best, but they're expensive. And actually, when I bought them, I bought 25 seeds for $50 or close to it. These are, you see how you can get everything in bulk? You can buy 5,000 seeds if you wanted to for $1,000 if you really wanted to do that. But yeah, this year I'm probably going to get 100 seeds for $28. And that's what they have going on this year.
That's what I did. So I got a bunch of those seeds. My grandson Danny loves them because they, especially with the ones that had it in the 5-gallon bucket, they didn't get huge, but they got about that big. He'd go up there. Boop.
Yeah, that's cute. I'm going to try and work on the raised beds over winter. I want to make all my beds raised for my knees mostly, but because of the bugs too. Yes, it is expensive, Ginger Ninja, but it's worth it. I'm telling you what. I'll tell you why it's worth it. Every 3 days last year, I was getting 60 pounds of tomatoes. This year, I have more out there, but just a couple of days ago, I did a weigh-in. I had 25 pounds of tomatoes. So it's worth it. And if you can get these on clearance, which I haven't seen the Grandero on clearance, but if you can get them on clearance, that's even better. But yeah,
if you harvest the seeds, see what happens.
Yeah.
Even though they're hybrids, see, you may, if you don't have any other tomatoes, they may, do good for you.
Now these are hybrid, so you can harvest the seeds. Yeah. But they're not going to be stable. So you could get something else. But in a prepping situation, if you're starving, you can harvest the seeds. Anything is good. Yeah. Yeah, and I know they're expensive, but you know what? They're so worth it if you want an actual crop. If you want to grow and you want, like, I know a few years back, all we did was Amish paste because I am a big heirloom fan. I still am. I am still a big heirloom fan. But I wanted to do nothing but Amish paste. And I was like, every year I was coming up into like some kind of disease. You know, they were getting rot. They were getting this. They were getting black. They weren't going into the fall like they were supposed to. They weren't lasting as long. I tried aspirin. I did this. I did that. I put neem oil on them. And every year, the Amish paste, I wasn't getting the yield I wanted from them. And I hate to say that. I mean, heirloom seeds are great. And Amish paste are huge. They're like the size of a baseball. And they are huge. But with the Grandero, I never had an issue, not one issue. And that's because of the hybrid. And I'll tell you why here. When you click on read more down here, it'll tell you that it's high resistance to wilt, tomato mosaic virus. And it has resistance to powdery mildew, nematoids, tomato spotted wilted virus, low susceptibility to blossom end rot. And stuff like that. So when you're buying this seed, you're getting all of that with it. Hey, Steel and Tree, what's up? Thanks for coming in. So that's why I stick with the Grandero. That's why I have gotten really awesome yields over the past couple years. If you like to make sauce, if you like to do tomato juices and stuff like that. By the way, when I had this Grandero and I made a sauce from it from the first time, it literally looked like ragu. I don't know if you guys know what ragu sauce is, but it did. It looked like ragu. It looked like store sauce that I knew. I grew it myself. There was nothing on it. There was no harmful chemicals, or it was completely organic. And it was beautiful sauce. Beautiful. So that's something to think about. Another thing that I have gotten in the past from here is carrot seeds, and I'll go to that as well. Carrots can also succumb to different issues as well. There's a carrot fly out there, and they'll lay their eggs on it, and they'll eat everything. They'll eat the root. I know a couple of times that I have pulled out my carrots, and like they look like a bug has just like eaten it all but the top. And so I've had issues in the past with carrots. So if you get a hybrid carrot, you don't typically have to worry about that kind of stuff. Now, their carrot seeds are not really on sale right now, but they do have a Napoli. I think they're Napoli or Navel. Carrot was in the sale. But I got these pelletized seeds, and I had a heck of a time in the beginning. Growing them. I don't know what I did. I think I just did something wrong. But this year I planted them again, and I got a huge yield from them. And they were pelletized seeds. They came in a pill bottle, and it was absolutely crazy. I've gotten so many. So these are the Navel. These are on sale, I think, right now. So check that out. I can't remember which one I got. Hold on. I'm looking for the name as we speak. They have bigger ones, but they're out of stock. This one's called Hercules. This one's called Romance. Those are out of stock. And I can't find the carrot that I bought last year. I can't remember the name right off the bat. But the carrots I bought specifically were really good for storing and stuff like that. So you can get heirloom seeds from Johnny Seeds as well. And you can get hybrids. So that way I can go through and I can look at them and be like, hey, do I want a hybrid or do I want an heirloom? Which direction do I want to go? And they give you in like some kind of information in the top with a little paragraph describing what it's good for and what kind of seeds you're buying, basically. But yeah, pretty good stuff, guys. So check them out and look online and read up about what you want to grow next year. Here's some storage carrots. That's what I got last year was storage carrots. Let me see if mine's in here. No, they just have 2. So yeah, they don't have mine at all right now. That's another issue. Okay, you guys are going to come up. You need to start looking at seeds right now. Right now. Okay,
A month ago.
Yes. One, all of these seeds are like that you see are going to be on sale because they're trying to get rid of the seeds from the year. So you can find really good deals. And 2, you don't want to wait till December. You don't want to wait till January because you're going to get that massive crowd of people that are going to buy, and they don't care about the price. And then before you know it, you're not going to get what you want. So don't wait until December or January to buy your seeds. So try right now, take a look at what they got, and check out the sales. What kind of carrot did you grow in the veggie contest? That was a specific type of carrot that Baker Creek has, and I'll show you that. I'm going to stop sharing this. And we're going to go to the Baker Creek website, which is rareseeds.com. And then I'm going to share that. I cannot pronounce the name of that carrot, guys, so that's why I'm going to show you the picture of it because it's in Japanese. This is the Baker Creek website right here, and I love their website. I love every year. I get so excited from this website because they show you all the beautiful colors, okay? And I'm really into that. And by the way, these Dragon Tongue bush beans I grew this year, and they're the best. They're really great on salads. This is probably one of my favorite beans right here, this Dragon Tongue bush bean. And I think they're good in like 60 days. So you can have beans in 60 days. That's like the fastest. Let me see here if I can find that carrot. Here it is right here. I cannot pronounce it. Manhuki. Don't ask me to because I'm horrible at it.
And
yeah, this is the carrot I grew for the contest. They can grow up to 2 feet in length. Ours was 27 inches, pretty close. And they're $5 a pack. They are pretty expensive. Don't worry, Ginger Ninja. I'm going to be sending everybody a packet. I just have to get to it. And I was actually waiting for my YouTube check to be able to send everybody those seeds. And I'm going to try and send Sheepy these seeds as well. He lives in the UK. I was going to disguise them in a happy birthday card and see if I can get them over to him. Scarlet Nanty carrots. Yeah, Scarlet Nanties they sound really good. Nanties are usually really, really small. They're like finger carrots. I got a turmeric tubers from 3 years ago and still growing. Really good with a good harvest too. Nice. Yeah, these are the carrots that we grew for the carrot challenge. So if you guys want to be in the carrot challenge next year, more than likely we'll do it again. If you can get a hold of some giant carrot seeds, do it.
Courtney, I just had a thought. Do you still have any of these still in the ground?
No, I only had one. We had a horrible harvest from these.
I was going to say, if you had any still in the ground, it'd be interesting to see what it does over winter.
Yeah, that would be really cool to see. But no, we only pulled one, and the other one was so horrible. It was horrible. Well, happy birthday, Ginger Ninja. You and Diggs have the same birthday. Diggs is on the 16th as well. But yeah, that's really cool. Really awesome carrots. So Baker Creek has a lot of really cool stuff too. I don't know if do they have like a sale?
Baker Creek has weird sales going on different times of the year for different things.
Yeah, I don't see like a sale category, but
Yeah, I'll get a flyer or a catalog that's, special sale, 1 month only type thing now and then. Not very often, now and then.
But yeah, so they have really good varieties and they have rare seeds, guys. So if you like rare stuff and you like things that are different, then you want to go with Baker Creek because they have weird stuff. But most of their stuff is heirloom. So just letting you know that if you our organic gardener that it can, you know, have diseases. They're not disease resistant in any way. But yeah, oh my gosh, I want to look. I'm in the wrong category, I think. I want to look up the zinnias because next year I'm going to be zinnia queen. Oops, I can't type. Let's see, why is it going so slow? I don't know, I'm searching, but nothing's happening. Oops.
They may be. I notice that sometimes I'll search for something one week, and they don't have it. Next week they got it. And the following week they don't have it again. There you go.
Yay! I grew these ones this year. This Marzuki zinnia. I have grown this scabosa before. I really like the queens. So I think next year I'm going to have a lot of zinnia queens growing. But all of these are really important to plant in your garden, guys. You know why they're important to plant in your garden? Because of pollinators. You definitely want the pollinators, and zinnias will really bring them in. In fact, I've seen hummingbirds coming to my zinnias this year. So there's lots and lots and lots of pollinators that just like flock to this stuff. So that is definitely want to be something that you want to consider. And I've gotten so many zinnias this year. I'm going to save a lot of the heads of them too. So let me see here. I'm going to end my screen here. Another person that it's only because I love her seeds as well. I've gotten a ton of seeds from her. Is Mary Heirloom Seeds. I freaking love her. She's a really, really awesome person too. But she also has a lot of seeds that you can go over there. A lot of times Baker Creek doesn't have what I want. I can go to Mary's Heirloom Seeds and get what I want from there. So that's something to really think about. Giant zinnias perform well. I would love to expand my zinnia collection. Yes, they are so easy to save seeds from. Yeah, because the heads, once they dry, you can just deadhead them. You can put them in a brown paper bag and save them for next year. And then all you have to do is bloop, throw them out and they will grow. For me, though, I like to have things a little more neat and organized in my garden. So I will put them in a starter tray and I will get them started. And then I will plant them and I will do like designs with them or have a specific way I want to plant them. Zigna sunflowers and loofah all bring in the bees here. That's awesome. Oh, you meant zinnias and sunflowers. Okay, I understand what you meant. Yeah, talk to text doesn't work for me either. It never understands my voice ever. Elvis didn't die, huh?
No, he went back to his home planet. If you don't believe me, just go ask Agent K.
But yeah, so you guys definitely want to take a look at the zinnia collection at Baker Creek. Utilize all the seed companies. I mean, I love specific seed companies. I go to them because I love them, but utilize all the different ones because you could probably find better deals. So there's Johnny Seeds, there's Royer Seeds, there's all different kinds of seed companies out there. So you definitely want to take advantage of all their sales that they're running right now. You don't have to buy specifically from one group.
And make sure that what you're getting from them is listed for your zone.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And M.I. Gardner is another one. M.I. Gardner has some really awesome seeds. You don't get that many in your packages, though. So just remember, if you're buying seeds from them, you won't get as many as you would from Baker Creek or from Johnny's. If you buy from Johnny's, you get in bulk. That's why I like to buy it. And since I'm going to be doing marketing gardening and I'm going to be selling my products, Johnny Seeds is the best for me right now. And if I get $100 or $100 seeds for $28 and they sell all those tomatoes and make money off of them, then it's worth it for me in the long run. So that's something to think about, guys. Did you guys have any questions about anything? I've got to go because, yeah, my mom has called me twice. So, but I want to thank you guys for coming in. This was just supposed to be a quick random pop-up, and I'm sorry I haven't been on. I have been exhausted. Like I said, when not next week, but the week after, my son's going to be going to school 4 days a week. So I will be able to plan my YouTube schedule around my son's going to school and be on a lot more. So look for me in the next couple weeks. 7 seeds in my pack for some of them makes me sad. Aww. Yeah, 7 seeds in a little pack. Yeah, I feel like then I got ripped off. However, M.I. Gardner has, like, for instance, if you really wanted to try something, but you were afraid to buy it, you go to M.I. Gardner and you can get a pack of seeds for 99 cents or $2. And you didn't pay like $5 or $6 for a pack of seeds. And you already got those seeds. And you're like, oh, I'll try this year and see if it's something I really like. So you can do a lot of trying out through M.I. Gardner and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I do have to leave. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm going live tonight, guys, on Gray Man Prepping. Hang on. There's the link to the YouTube portion of it. It's Don't Just Survive, Thrive. So for the prepping channel, it's going to be talking a little bit about gardening, a little bit about planning, a little bit about, pardon the saying, pulling your head out where the moon don't shine and taking a good look at the world around you.
Dustin is home tonight, so we'll probably both be in your chat, Gil.
Cool.
So, but yeah. So thank you guys. I love each and every one of you. To all my members, I hope you enjoy the content. I'm going to be doing a lot of fall videos for my members, just so, fall cleanup kind of deal, trying to teach my members how to do different things that way as well. So look for those. And I want to thank you guys seriously for sticking around and for watching my content. My videos have been doing excellent. I just put out a video the other day with my baby chicks and stuff in it. And the videos have been doing great. So thank you guys for watching. And we will see you all next time. And look out for my schedule because I will be posting that. And Gil was on tonight. So we will see y'all soon. Have a good night, guys. Good day. I mean, it's daytime. Bye.